horrible birds flying over it. And you're driving by it, and you only have two thoughts in no particular order. One is like, oh my God, look at that, that's disgusting. But the other thought is always like, I bet you there's some good stuff in there. Like, I bet you there's a box of money in there that someone just forgot. Or like maybe some old stamps, collectible stamps. Or maybe a ring that's still on a finger. That's sort of like the media landscape. You know, if you can find that ring on that finger. I mean, I oddly, you know, I'm old enough, and this is not an old guy thing, but it's just like, I remember when there were 3 networks, and that was okay. That was enough. Why is it like it is now? Okay, there weren't as many choices, and we weren't getting all the information, but we were all kind of on the same page, give or take a show or two. Right? I mean, now I've had people ask me if I've seen a show, and not only have I not heard of the show, but when they tell me where it's on, I don't even know what that is. When did that happen? Someone just comes up to you all excited. Hey, dude, are you watching Turd Journey? Wait, did you say Turd Journey? Yeah, Turd Journey. There's 40 episodes of Turd Journey on. What? Wait, Turd Journey? Yeah, it's not what it sounds like. Well, it kind of is, but it's about more than that. Turd Journey, you got to check it out. Where's it on? Oh, shit, you got to download Clomper. Do you have Clomper? It's an app for your phone or your computer. You become part of the Clomper community. You can watch all 40 Turd Journeys and Savage Dicks. You ever watch Savage Dicks? That's on Clomper. It's not what it sounds like. Well, it kind of is, but it's about more than that. And there's like some Savage Dick Turd Journey crossover. It's hilarious. I'm like, wait, on Clomper? Yeah, you got to download Clomper for Turd Journey. Savage Dicks. Clomper? Yeah, Clomper. Oh, shit. They have Clomper docs now. They have Clomper docs. There's this one called 1 Out of 9 about this guy's cat dying. But it's not just about that. It's about more than that. It's about his cat dying, but it's really about him failing. It's pretty good. And it's got a surprise ending. Spoiler alert! Yeah, it turns out the cat gets better and the guy gets sick. Clomper docs. Clomper. I'm like, I don't know how much time I got left, man. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't do things. I don't do stuff. I don't know why I don't do stuff. I kind of know why. All right, example. I got an opportunity to see the Rolling Stones. I was given tickets to see the Rolling Stones the first date of their last stadium tour, San Diego, right? The first day. I was given tickets on the field. And the day I was given those tickets, my first thought was like, fucking parking's gonna... That's gonna be a clusterfuck. Parking down there in an arena. Are they even equipped for that? Do they have lots? What's up down there? What? And my friend Dean was like, oh, we're going. It's the Stones. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. All right. But then I had to examine, why didn't I want to go see the Stones? And there was like there's a couple levels of excuses. Like part of me was like, well, you know, Bill Wyman's not playing bass anymore, so they're not really the Stones. He hasn't played with them for 20 years. That's like saying, like, I haven't bought a Stones record since Brian Jones died. It's just not a viable excuse. So then I thought about it more and I realized, like, oh, you know what it is? It's because they're old. Now, I'm not being an ageist, right? I just didn't want it to be sad. I have a lot of belief and faith and love for the Rolling Stones. They are bigger than life. They're my favorite band. They've been there for me forever. They need to stay the Rolling Stones. I can't go to a Rolling Stones show and be like, oh no. I can't let that happen. I was concerned. I was actually concerned for the Stones. I'm like, I don't even think they should be doing it anymore. But we went. Dean and I went, parked on the 4th level of the structure. And we get down to the field, and everyone, there's people all ages. Dean's looking around, a lot of reading glasses out. There were guys older than me, guys my age, young people, because they're the Stones. Greatest rock and roll band in the world. Mythic, the Rolling Stones. I think I was the only one there who was concerned. I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know. I'm a little worried. Everyone's like, yeah, and I'm like, So, I was really worried. So the opening band does their thing. Then they bring them out, the Rolling Stones, and they all come out, and I'm like, And so then there's Keith. Keith's doing a good job of being Keith at 72. His hair's natural color. He's not dangling shit from it anymore. He's looking good. He's doing a few of these. Couple of these. But not pushing it. Doing a good job. From what I could see of Charlie, he's looking good. He's solid, gray hair, solid on the drums, looking good. Ronnie's a problem. Ronnie's a problem. His hair's dyed. He's running around. It's a little embarrassing, but he's the kid. He's 68, so I'm gonna give Ronnie a pass. Now, if you're a real Stones fan, I believe that some part of you just tolerates Mick Jagger. All right, you know he's important. He's the Rolling Stones, but it's Mick Jagger. So when Mick came out, it was different. Like Mick comes out, and right away he's like. Like, if it doesn't work out for the trainer, I'm sure he's going to figure out something else to do. The yoga instructor, we really don't know where that goes. You know, back to the turmeric guy. As he's walking away, he's like, oh, yeah, if you're going to get the turmeric, make sure you get it with black pepper in it or it won't activate. Now, right there, doesn't that make you go like, that sounds like bullshit to me a little bit? Am I that big of a sucker that you think I would believe that? Where's the science on that? That sounds like a couple of vitamin hustlers sitting over a mound of wholesale turmeric with a bunch of empty gel caps. One guy going, I don't know, man. I don't think we can move this just like this. It's just a spice. I think we got to add something. Yeah, like what, boss? I don't know why it's a 30s movie. I don't know, maybe another spice? Yeah, like what, maybe pepper? Yeah, keep talking. Maybe we say it activates it? Holy shit, that's a fucking $1 million idea right there. Let's load up these gel caps. Maybe Rogan will move them on his podcast. I mean, I know Maron won't do it. He's more of a Stamps.com Squarespace guy. But Rogan's sort of an old school supplement slinger. And I know I'm gonna get a little flack for that comment. I know there might be a minor pile-on Twitter of the monoculture of free thinkers, but I can take it. So I guess after all is said and done, I should just say that like I'm taking turmeric and I feel less inflamed, you know, in a general way, generally less inflamed. I'm gonna believe that. I believe that. It's funny what we believe in. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. Sort of all kind of magical thinking because we're all frightened. But there's one thing that is kind of baffling to me. You know, we all take vitamins, yet there's a vocal but small minority of people in this country that refuse to vaccinate their children. They refuse to vaccinate their children because the jury's still out, I think, on the vaccines. Is it, though? Jury's out on vaccines? How many friends do you have with polio? A lot of polio people in the family and iron lungs? Got a lot of people, you know, in the iron lungs. Did you ever get over that whooping cough you had? How's that kid with mumps of yours? Is that kid all right? You fucking moron? And they're always like, the measles isn't a big deal. Yes, it is. It was gone. There were no measles. And they're like, well, everyone knows you can knock out the measles with a high dose of vitamin A. What? No. I mean, if you add a little black pepper, I think maybe you got a shot at knocking out the measles. I don't know what's happening, people. I don't know. But it's pretty clear the world is ending. I don't want to shock anybody. Seems to be happening, though. I thought we'd get out, I thought we'd make it under the wire. I thought I would, I'm 56, but I don't know. I think we might see it. Certainly it's been ending environmentally for a long time, and we've all kind of known it. We knew it. But I think on a deeper level, the reason we're not more upset about the world ending environmentally is I think, all of us in our hearts really know that we did everything we could. We really, right? I mean, we really did. I mean, think about it. We brought our own bags to the supermarket. Yeah, that's about it. Like we brought the bags right when they told us. We brought them, and it just wasn't enough, it turns out. Just not enough to, get us over the top with this. But I don't know, maybe this straw thing, the no straw thing, maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll keep the polar bears from drowning. Sometimes the answer is right between your mouth and your soda, and you just take that out of the equation and the human species survives. You know what I mean? It's going to be a tough transition for a lot of people, oh, fuck, I guess we got to drink like grown-ups now. It's bullshit, man. No straws. Fuck this. Goddamn liberals fuck everything up. And that is the tone and depth of many of their arguments. Look, I have to be honest with you. Trump is probably the most horrible human that ever lived in any capacity doing anything. And not a political statement. That is observational, completely observational. No matter what he would do, if he was doing another job, he would be the same asshole. Like if he was working on a car lot and you went onto that lot to buy a new car and he came walking towards you, innately you'd be like, nah, not that guy. I don't feel comfortable with that guy. There's something off, not right. It's not right. And I don't know, man. It's like a lot of people still ask that question, like, how did this happen? Why? How did he get elected? Now, I don't want to be condescending. I think most of you are like-minded people. I don't think there's a lot of Trump supporters in here. If there are, it's not your night. But I think there is a question among people that aren't Trump people that's sort of like, how did this happen? Well, I had to ask myself that now, and I'll ask you. So during the Obama years, were you pretty politically active? Yeah, exactly. So if you ask most people, what did you do during the Obama years? It'd be something like, well, I worked on me. I did a lot of work on myself. I was very mindful. There was a lot of hope then. Did a lot of yoga, got my core tight. And I think that was good. I think that's good. Yeah, well, they were chipping away at state and local governments for 30 years, but your downward dog is solid? That's great. That's terrific. Good for you. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know if he's going to leave if he gets voted out. What if he doesn't fucking leave? I know most of you have thought that because now it could happen because we don't know how government really works anymore. We used to think there was rules and stuff, but clearly none that weren't bendable or completely eradicatable. Is that a word? I mean, there doesn't seem to be any rules, there's all these norms, which are basically just sort of like, you're going to do the right thing, right? Yeah, no problem, don't worry. What is that? How do you enforce that? What if he doesn't fucking leave? Oh my God. But worse yet, what if he gets elected again? Oh man, I hope the voting works in our favor. But I was on stage and I asked that question. I said, what if he doesn't leave? And a woman somewhere in back goes, there'd be anarchy in the streets. And I was thinking, like, in this country? I don't think so. I think what would happen is 3 days into him not leaving, people would be like, is he still there? This is so weird. It's so weird. I know, it's fucked up and weird. Totally fucked up and weird. Is he just gonna stay there? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, what do we do? I don't know. Do we even go to yoga anymore? Oh, we have to go to yoga. Like, now more than ever, we have to go because that energy is important out in the world. And